Hello, everybody. Pop culture curator here, and this is my Rumblings from the Lab live stream. I know it's been a while since I've had a live stream, especially a spontaneous one. And for those of you out there, if you didn't get a advance notice, I apologize. I didn't really know if I was going to do one up until the last minute. This is just a test to see if I get anybody out there, if I get any visitors, anybody wants to chat, they're welcome to come along, and I'll put my link in the chat here. And if anybody comes along, if you hear this, you're welcome to come up on the stream. This is open for everybody. Please apologize for my delays here. But I thought I would just do a spontaneous stream. I haven't done one in a while. I like to talk about pop culture, comedy, sci-fi, Star Trek. I'm a big fan of Star Trek and Star Wars. At least the classic stuff, not so much anymore. It doesn't seem to be what it used to be. And hail, Captain. I see Captain Infinity's here. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it, Captain. I thought I would test out a spontaneous stream. I don't know if you can hear this, but I'll give you a thanks. It may get a little boring because of anybody here yet, and I'm kind of new with these spontaneous live streams, so keeping a subject rolling and with something new and entertaining until someone else comes along, I will do my best. This is one of the things that has always discouraged me about doing a live stream because if I don't know what to say, I don't want to sound like just empty space and boring. So I will do my best to try to come up with something new. I know the last couple of days here they've shown the trailer that I guess Wolverine will be back in the new Deadpool 3. I really enjoyed the first two Deadpools. The first one was fantastic. Second one was, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it about a 7. I enjoyed it. It wasn't as good as the first one, but it was still okay. But then of course Disney bought Fox, and now this will be the first Deadpool that they say it's the first Deadpool that will be under production of Marvel within Hollywood, but within Disney. I'm sorry. I don't know if I should have a lot of faith. They're claiming this Deadpool will be rated R, and that Ryan Reynolds has a lot of control over it supposedly. And they've announced that they will be bringing Hugh Jackman back to play Wolverine, which seems kind of odd because, number one, I know his character kind of died at the end of Logan. I don't know if that takes away from the ending of that movie. And secondly, in real life, he's an older man. It's been over 20 years since he first started the role as Wolverine, so I'm not sure how they're going to explain the aging because the comic character itself does not age that much. So I don't know if they'll de-age it, but it's kind of a 50-50. I'm excited because I like Deadpool. I'm excited because I liked Hugh Jackman as Wolverine people. But under the Disney banner, I'm just not sure if I should get my hopes up high because of what they've really been doing lately with the MCU and the male characters. Having a new movie with two white male masculine characters, it just to me it doesn't add up. Like it doesn't sound like something Disney would do. They seem to think that males these days are toxic. So I mean I hope the best for Ryan Reynolds, and I hope I'm wrong, and I hope it's a fantastic movie. But I read a lot of reviews online, and I notice a lot of channels out there that I've been watching. And everybody already assumes now it's going to be a fantastic movie. They're already assuming that it's going to be as good as the last Spider-Man movie. It's going to make over $1 billion, and so on and so on. But I'd like to tame my expectations because you know how it is when you get hurt so many times. It comes back, it'll bite you in the butt. And I don't want that to happen again. So I've always learned that if I keep my expectations relatively low, and if I go in and I get disappointed, it doesn't hurt as much as if my expectations would have been high in the first place. So I figure, but I keep an open mind. I will check it out to see if I like it. And I do hope for the best because I hope the MCU does turn around. I know Disney's been losing a lot of Disney and Marvel have been losing on their recent Phase 4. And I know that a lot of us out there in the fan community are hoping they'll turn it around. We don't know if it's going to happen or not. Disney's got a lot of deep pockets. I know that the social reengineering that they're doing with the woke culture. I know we're all hoping and thinking that well, any day now, with all these losses, all these, Hollywood studios are losing money on every movie. We've had Ghostbusters 2016, we've had the last Terminator movie, the last Charlie's Angels movies, and so on and so forth. The WandaVision and then the Doctor Strange, everything's been underperforming or outright bombing. And I know we're all hoping, well, any day now, but they're going to realize and wake up that, hey, we're losing money. We need to start making something that fans want to see. I totally agree with that as well. But I just don't know if it's going to happen anytime soon because the money that these studios are getting are coming from really deep pockets with trillions of dollars to spare. So I think it's going to be a lot longer road or a lot longer haul than what most people expect. And believe me, and first and foremost, I hope I'm wrong. I'm hoping this is near the end. Sony seems to have lost a lot of money the last few times with, for example, the Ghostbusters 2016 and the last Charlie's Angels, and now they have Cobra Kai, which seems to be doing relatively successful, although they haven't advertised or mentioned if they're going to renew it for a season 6. But they're supposedly coming out with the Karate Kid movie in, I believe, 2024. And if that has the OG cast from the series that has been out with their kids, I'm on board with that because that sounds wonderful. There's not a lot of options out there. I was a big fan of Better Call Saul, and that is now over and completed. They've finished the last season, and the last I liked the entire season. I liked the entire show, but now that it's over, I'm really gonna miss. I don't have a lot to watch now. That's over now, and I'm not really looking forward to. I know a lot of the. I don't want to judge anybody. If you're a fan of the current Marvel lineup that's coming out of Disney, that's totally fine. If you like the movies or TV series, if you like Miss Marvel, or if you like She-Hulk or any of that kind of stuff, that's totally fine. It's not really my bag. I'm more of the old school Marvel characters before they were changed and modified for this new culture. And I don't know if I'm in the minority or the majority here, but I just rather see something entertaining that has a good strip and a good story without having politics injected. And I know horror. I'm a big fan of horror movies, and I think those are pretty much dead now. I know we have the last. I don't know what you want to say new, but the last Halloween movie is coming out. Halloween Kills, and I think we all pretty much know that's just gonna. Sorry, my dog seems to be coughing a little. If you hear some noise, but this last Halloween movie that's coming up, I think we all know that it's just gonna be probably, at least in my opinion, more of the same. I think we pretty much know how it's going to end. I think we pretty much know that if it makes a lot of money, it's not going to end. They've said it's going to end many times. Even Jamie Lee Curtis has said before that she's done with the role of Laurie Strode. But every time that big truck full of cash backs up in front of her house, she seems to sign right on again. Just like Hugh Jackman with Wolverine, he said he wouldn't do it again, and that truck backed up in front of his house, and now he's back signing up just like Patrick Stewart did. But when they come back, I mean, it's nice to see an old familiar face playing that old character again. But if they're back just for the paycheck and it turns out to be a bad script or a bad show or a haste decision, it doesn't seem to work out for us fans, and also especially their legacy. But that's just my opinion. Like I said, I know I've repeated before, but I believe everyone is entitled to their opinions, and I respect all opinions. I have many friends who have completely bipolar opposite opinions than mine, totally 180-degree difference. And I enjoy that because it gives us more things to talk about. If you have a friend who agrees with everything, it'll get boring kind of fast. So for me, I'm not one who turns down opposite opinions or tries to silence them. I encourage them because it always gives us a lively chat. It makes it more fun, it's more honest. And I feel that if people are allowed to be honest, that it's a lot more entertaining. I don't think people should be censored and told what they say or cannot say. I was on a chat, I believe last night or the night before, and it kind of took me aback because I was speaking from the heart, and I was told that I wasn't staying on script. And that kind of confused me because that term usually means you're not saying what you're instructed to be saying. You're not supposed to go off what you're told to be saying, which I don't really understand because I thought this is free speech on YouTube. I thought we were allowed to give our opinions. So I feel really uncomfortable if I'm on a channel and someone's telling me that I'm not saying what they want to hear. Is essentially what it is. I'm not saying what they want to hear. Um, I don't know if they just want everyone to parrot and repeat what they say or what they believe or what they like, but I just think that can get boring pretty fast. So if somebody tells me to stay on script or that they're going to mute me just because I'm giving an opinion, I will probably leave their channel, and there's a good chance I won't return. If I am rude, unruly, loud, shouting, then I don't blame them at all for blocking me or telling me not to stop or to mute or whatever, anything, whatever's possible. But usually when it comes to an opinion, it just seems like a lot of times these days people just want to shut it down and they don't want to hear it. But the only reason why I'm bringing this up, yeah, and you're probably thinking, now where's he going with this? The only reason why I bring this up is because I welcome all opinions in my channel. I don't care who you are, what you are, where you are, what your beliefs are, what your background is. I agree all opinions, and I encourage them. I don't like an echo chamber. I think the more variety that we have here, I think the more healthier and lively and entertaining this channel could be. I will be having more streams in the future. I've been telling myself to have more streams because I don't have enough. And like I said before, live streams are a little difficult because they're spontaneous and it's hard for me to just find things to talk about. I know there's some people on here and there's some YouTubers like Captain Infinity. He's got a talent for talk where he can go on for a long time. And I envy him for that. I wish I had that. Maybe one of these days with a little bit of practice, I'll be able to do it. But for tonight, I just wanted to say hello and kind of reestablish my live streams. And I'm going to call them for now Lab, and I'm going to start numbering them. And I know I've had a few of these rumblings from the lab live streams, but it was several months ago. So that's why I felt guilty. I need to get caught up. So I'm going to start having these, and I will start having them at least once a week, if not more. It depends if I can find people who are interested. Obviously this is a public thing, and it depends on interest. And I can come on here and jibber jabber all I want, but if listen, there's not much of a point. So, just to be honest, if people want to come on and I get more followers and more subs and people who want to come and chat, then that's wonderful. That's great. That's what YouTube's all about. And I encourage that too. So I want to thank you for your time. I know this is a short stream, but I put that out there. And next time I have my stream, I'll try to give you a little more advance ahead because, like I said, I know it's a short notice. If you happen to catch the stream, please click the like button, and I hope you subscribe to my channel if you liked it, and click the notification bell, and please share this out. Not a lot of people know about me yet, and I'd like to spread the word. I'm not in it for thousands of subs. I don't care how many subs I get. It's nice every time I gain a sub or two. I always appreciate every single sub that I have. Um, Not a lot of people know about me yet, and I will do my best to entertain and to come up with some new material. And like I said, I'm usually straightforward and honest with people. You won't be judged. You'll be welcomed on my channel. Everyone's welcomed. You're not judged and you're not criticized. So I wanted to thank everybody. If you're there, if you're listening live, or if you're watching this later on the rerun, I want to thank you for your patience, for listening to what I have to say. And I will be having another stream coming up shortly. So for tonight, I wanted to say good night, everybody, and have a wonderful night. And most of all, I want you to go with peace and remember that every day is a new tomorrow, and every day's worth it. And no matter how bad it goes, things are always going to get better. I've learned that. So thank you, everybody. I want you to have a wonderful night, like I said, and take care.